Well, I freely admit that one man's opinion is not worth much, but sometimes it's worth something. So I'll give you mine. I've owned this water filter, reverse osmosis RO-90 system from APEC Water for almost 7 years. I bought it on Amazon for 230 bucks. And part of what pushed me over the edge to buy it is I called APEC Water and I spoke to one of their salesmen for like 45 minutes. I was actually blown away at how knowledgeable he was about water. And I mean, he answered all of my questions, and I'm an engineer. I had a lot of questions, and I was just really impressed. So we bought about 7 years ago, and there's some maintenance required. So basically, every year they suggest that you replace these three filters, and you can get all three filters on Amazon for around 40 bucks. I've done that probably every other year, mostly because I forgot. And then every 5 years, they want you to replace all of the filters. And during that year, it'll cost you around 110 bucks. You also have this tank, which is what gives you the pressure. And I also bought a kit that allows me to not only have this spout here, but also a connection to the refrigerator and freezer so that the ice cubes and the water coming out of there are also filtered. So we've owned it almost 7 years. It lives in the corner there, which is an area of most kitchens that doesn't get very much use, and it's not a very nice place to store things because it's so buried. And so I put a pull-out trash can that goes in there, and then everything hides there in the corner. I've never had any issues with it. It's never leaked or anything like that. The water flow has always been really good. It's always tasted great. We have friends who come over all the time. Some of them are from Europe, and they don't like American water, but they always like this. And so it's just been a really good investment. We really don't drink pop. We drink water like crazy, and I don't want to be buying bottled water and throwing all that plastic away. And it's just been great for our family. So I thought to make this for two reasons. First is that I was changing the filters today, and so I thought, someone may value the opinion of someone who's owned this system for 7 years and is not getting a penny from this. There's no commission or anything. It's just an honest guy's opinion. But also, I was recently asked by someone who was here, a friend of mine in his 60s, and he drank some of the water out of the tap, and he just said, wow, this is really great. What do you do, and how do you do it, and how long have you had it? And I have several friends who have Berkeys, those big stainless steel charcoal things that sit on top of a counter. But what's nice about this is that it tucks away. You can't even see it. You don't know it's there. And depending on your configuration, it might be dead space anyway. And like I said, it also pipes up to the ice cubes and all of that. So that's really nice. And it's just been really reliable. And so anyone who asks, I basically always recommend it. It's not real complicated to install, even less so if you don't do the refrigerator thing. But basically, you have this little red line that comes in. Sorry, I should have prepped this. Bad efficiency. So you have this little red line that comes in with this little valve that you have to add to your cold water intake. And then you also have, I think they call this a saddle drain. So basically when you purify water through reverse osmosis, you lose water as you purify water. And so it needs to be able to drain back out. So basically you need an inlet, an outlet, and then of course you have your connection up here, and additionally a T connection to the refrigerator or freezer if you have it. All right, that's that. I don't have too much more to say about it, but hopefully that's helpful to someone if you've been considering this. Like I said, it's been really good for us. No problems, relatively inexpensive maintenance, and the taste is great. All right, folks, if you didn't like that, that's fine. Give it a thumbs down. I totally understand. But if you did, then yeah, hope it helps you along the way. Make a good decision for your family. Take care.